Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. And if you had to sell that, how much would you sell it for?
You know what? I've had that question brought up many times. How much would I actually sell the whole entire Anix? How much would I sell my Black Templar? And you know what, bud? It's just priceless. I'd be homeless on the street and still holding on to those models, man. You know, because it brought me so much happiness. You know what I mean? It was built by by great artists. I don't consider myself a great artist, but the what do you call it? The Tyranids were painted by me, and also Retribution Angel. He did my Aesthetic Spores, and my Black Templar was built by the whole entire community, or the great, some of the greats that we have. And no way, I can't fathom. I've had thousands offered for my Black Templar Titan, and great offers, but I just can't. I can't do it, man. I could be starving. I don't care. I'll live off of macaroni and cheese and a cup of noodles, but I'm not going to give up my army.
See, I can understand the Black Templars. I don't know what you're going on about the nids for. But anyway, so the next question. Here's another question for you. Okay, so now you have a lot of commission work done, don't you?
Yes.
Or you've had some commission work.
Yes.
Out of all the commission work, that you've done, which has made you sit back and gone, no, that's my favourite figure?
That's kind of hard because it's cross between. There's a couple of Exilians work that actually, dropped my jaw, and I was like, wow, man, he really did some really good work on this. And then there's Canvas 1, of course. He sent a full squad where I still stare at it. I just don't, I'm in awe of the work that he does. And then you got the Black Templar, which I was saying to Retribution Angel. You know what? You guys don't know this, but I'm still finding little Easter eggs on this freaking Titan. He's actually written real words in the Titan, in the script, in micro. You can't see it on camera. He wrote WTF, what the fuck. He wrote, he even got his name in there, Retri. He's got little things in there like, oh my god, like in OMG. I mean, there's so many things that he put into this Titan, it's almost sickening. It's already been a year since I've owned the Titan, and I'm still finding things. I went, wait, I didn't see that before. Yeah, he did a lot of work. So that is a very hard question to answer because there's just too much in my army that I love.
That's fantastic. So, for you, here's another question for you then. For you see a lot of videos, obviously you've got a lot of subscribers, there's a lot of people out there that you talk to all the time. For you, who inspires you in the community? Now, and I'm not saying that to rub your nose or rub people's noses and stuff like that, but purely on a artistic and creative level out there, because there's so many people, it'd be hard to choose. But who are the ones that inspire you? And there's $50 in it for you if you say me.
To be honest, your painting level actually really inspired me. That's what really got me really heavy, in going back into the building, because it's like, I started getting into that funk where I started to, I need to sleep, I need to, because I work a lot, but nope, every day I spend about 2 hours at least on the building, because of your videos. So yeah, you're in there. And
you're making me blush. People can see me; they can see me blushing right now.
But it's the truth. It's the truth. I am a fan of your videos, but I think that a lot of it is. A lot of it it's like it's a lot of people that inspired me. I can't really pick and choose again, because I watch Canvas 1. Everyone knows that Canvas 1 and I are, pretty good friends. Les from Awesome Paint Job, even AG Production, he starts busting out things every so often. Now he's back into his, he's selling off his CDs and stuff, and that's awesome. Which, I'd like to check out one of them and see, what he's got, but, you also got, it just goes on Trainaholic, he does, you know, great building. I want to build as fast as he does. You know, how can he bust out 10 freaking, you know, tables as he does? You know,
it's shocking the amount of work he puts
he
out.
does. You know, it just goes on. The list goes on and on and on. You know, and plus, you know, I own some of their work, so you know, I'm looking at, you know, Exilion, and Exilion again. You know, some people can look at his Black Templar and go, well, it was generically painted. It was just, you know, done with sharp edges and whatnot. But you know what? Go back and look at all his videos, man. That's not his work. You know, his work is outstanding. You know, he just built this, and he makes it quite clear. He made it fast. He wanted it on the table, and he wanted a competition army ready to go. That's not his work.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't judge him by, you know, because he decided to do something, you know, old school kind of a style. That's just not his style. He's very universal. But yeah, I can't point at Dan Lupian. I cannot freaking leave him out. He was a big inspiration. I think he was the main one that actually started me in terrain, where I went, wow, man. I'll go, what is this pink stuff? What is it? And that's what started me on that path. Cam Lupian.
Wow. There's a lot of big names there, and a lot of people in the community. I mean, these are the guys that I think inspire a lot of us. I mean, that's just to name a few. I mean, there's hundreds of people out there, but that's just naming a few. And I think that was a difficult question as far, because obviously there are a lot of people. Now, I'm finding new people each day, and I'm sure you are as well.
Oh yeah.
Now, what are your hopes for the community, the YouTube community, the model makers? What are your hopes for the future?
I hope that they never stop. I hope they never stop building. I hope that, you know, they just don't sit and watch us. I hope that they don't sit there and go, when's the next video? When are you guys going to put up something new? You know what? Get out there and do it. The reason why we're putting up these videos is because we want you guys to do it on your own. I've always preached that. Guys, you have to do it on your own. You have to try it. Get in there. You know what? You're going to make a couple mistakes. But you know what? Hey, it's the year 40,000. And let me tell you something. You mess up on a building or on an arm, or, you know, the conversion didn't go out right, then chop the freaking arm off. He lost his arm in combat. Come on. You can always alter it, and you can always change it. You know, I do it all the time. You know, and nobody sees the mistake. You know, but I do. I know it's a mistake. You know, but to them, they're like, wow, that's an awesome conversion. I guess. but you play it off. You know, you can always do it that way. You mess up on a window, shoot, man, blow it out. You know, that's my hope. I just hope that everybody sees these videos and just don't go, okay, when are you going to post another video? You know, go out and do it yourself. That's why we do it. We're trying to show you how to do it so you can do it on your own. Simple.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. How do you see? Here's another question. This is going to be a tough one, and you may not go. I'm not going to answer that. This interview's over. There's my agent. But how do you see the community now than it was, like, say, a year and a half ago, a year ago, or whatever like that? What changes have you seen within the community?
Oh, that's quite simple, and I believe that anybody back then that, you know, were, you know, dabbling in the YouTube community, or it wasn't as tight as it is now. It wasn't as friendly as it was, or as it is now. It was very, hey, how did you get that color? You know, it was more, you know, it's a secret. You know, or just use these couple of washes, and you know, and then you'll figure it out. Well, what's the mix ratio? Well, you'll figure it out. That's something. That's my secret. That's what you got from the community back then. There was a few pioneers like Terrainaholic, Cam Lupian, Exilion. They came forward and started doing more tutorials. You know, not saying that there wasn't any tutorials back then. I mean, but they were far in between. If you found, let's say you, for instance, you know, if I was to, you know, ask you, and you were one of those guys, you know, I find
I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, I find, well, the thing is, I find you very talented, right? You know, and I find you very talented, and then all of a sudden I go, hey man, how did you get those washes? Well, you know, I use this ink and I use that ink, and then I dropped this and I did that. Well, what's the mix, and how long, you know, in between dry times did you get that? Well, you know, you just figure it out. That's just the way it was. Those are the kind of PMs you got back then. then as the tutorial started, pumping out, I just found that, the community started to really tighten up. And then the what you call the douchebags and the trollers started to disappear because we just became so strong to where, hey, someone had something to say, you would get about 4 or 5 comments, and people would go check your channel and go, well, where's your crap? If you have something to say about this guy, where's your work? And I noticed that attacks started to happen to where you didn't even have to say anything on your channel. You just see this guy saying, hey man, you suck, dude. Seriously, I don't like your work, and then all of a sudden you see all these comments right behind him as they're commenting to him. I don't see any work on your work.